the 49-15-10 Colorado Avalanche head into Dallas against the 45-19-12 Stars. Both teams lately having their ups and downs. The Avalanche losing 8-6 to the Canucks. Came back in the third period like they actually wanted to play, but if you want to talk about a team underestimating their opponent, we can start there. The game before, beating the Flames 9-2. Back-to-backs against the Jets. They lost at home 4-2, but won on the road 3-2. And they beat the Penguins 6-2. Meanwhile, the Stars over the Jets 3-0, down to the Bruins 6-3. And we were here to watch that one, I believe. We either watched that one or we watched some of that one. But it was what a day. Flyers lose 2-1 Flyers win 2-1 in overtime at home over Dallas. Stars beat the Penguins 6-3, which was the worst officiating we've seen all year. Islanders over the Stars 2-1, and they lost to the Devils 6-4. And that was all before the Golden Knights came through and beat them 3-2. So both teams having their big wins and their surprising losses. Unfortunately, it seems like our feeds are not doing too well. But happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Trying to find the game, as for some reason our usual go-to has completely collapsed. But I hope you guys are doing well. We will find this game eventually. Let's see if we can rely on probably if that site's not working, then that means we may be in a little bit of trouble when it comes to being close to on time. What's up, Jonathan? Happy Saturday, buddy. But yeah, we may be a little behind. It's looking like currently they are still showing the Dallas-New York game. Detroit on a power play with an empty net. 4:20 to go in the third, down 3-0 to the Rangers in New York. Brother, so am I. I actually I went and got a couple of Stone IPA tall boys. Like, Stone IPA is one of my favorite beers. I haven't had it in a long time. It used to be what I would go, because like 12 packs are always, and pizza and wings. See, pizza and wings are going to be beforehand just because I hate eating on stream. But pizza and wings will be had, but I do have the beers. Like I said, Stone IPA, I used to drink it at the bar because like a 12 pack was always like $12. But you go to the PTs at happy hour, you could get a big glass for $3.75. So just used to go and enjoy those Stones, and now I haven't had one in a while. Like I said, I cannot wait, dude. I'm really looking forward to it. I said I wish I had bourbon. Like, one thing is, it's shout out to Stone for tall boys being 2 for $6. That's a hell of a steal. But I cannot find Bullet Rye anywhere. And I know that's a cheaper bourbon, but I love Bullet Rye. And I don't have the ability to go and spend, like even $60, $70 on a bottle of Woodford Reserve. So I haven't had bourbon in a while. That's my usual go-to, but I'm willing to put it off to the side for some ice cold Stone IPAs. Hopefully it helps soothe the pain a little bit, because I don't know what to expect from our boys tonight. Okay, it looks like we are hanging out. I mean, it is ESPN on ABC where this game is being broadcasted to. So I would expect we're waiting for this game to finish up. Don't know why. Both games currently happening right now are 3-0. It's unbelievable. Nervous in culinary class. I have to cook in front of everybody in my class, teach them cooking skills. Dude, do it with a smile, man. Smile and joke your way through it. I used to hate doing public speaking and stuff, but then I kind of just went up like I was It basically became. I just kind of talk to you like I'm you're the homie. Like the entire class, we're hanging out in the garage chilling with the boys. You know what I mean? Except take out the curse words and don't start dropping F bombs and you know, gussy it up a little bit so that it's acceptable for class. But other than that, man, just going with the smile, make a couple of jokes. If you're nervous and you feel yourself shaking, just walk. Put a couple ingredients a little bit further away than they probably should be, but that way, as you're walking to the ingredient on the right, you're looking at the people on the right. When you're walking to the ingredients on the left, you look at the people on the left. That way your attention is spread across the crowd. There's a couple little tricks. I don't mean to just go diving in, you said you're nervous, not necessarily solicited advice, but anything that has to do with nerves, just remember, man, if it ain't life and death, chill. No matter how important it is, which is obviously important, but dude, if at the end of the day you're gonna be able to go home, sit on the couch, and fucking have a beer, play a game or something, don't stress too much about it. Like, no sense in thinking about it. No sense in thinking about what could happen, because what if it, you'll sit there and think about this one scenario. Oh, and this is coming from a guy who does this. Like, I'm a hypocrite when it comes to this, because I'm telling you exactly what not to. I'm telling you the opposite of what I've done. Right? It's not necessarily, I'm not trying to give advice, but more tell you, make sure you don't make the fuck ups that I always made, because that's more of where I come in handy. But yeah, no sense in thinking about. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you know your shit. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure have a checklist or something so you don't forget something. All the basic stuff, and then just fucking have fun, man. Like I said, you're talking to the homies. If there's a cute chick in class, just give her a wink when you make a joke. Whatever. Nothing creepy. Just a little. You know what I mean? Good times. Good times. Dude, my go-to site has completely collapsed, it appears. All right, at least one of them's working. I'll have to go back. So probably a few minutes behind on this game. We'll have to take a. I think this one's actually typically better. Let's take a look. Let's see how far behind we are with. Okay. Uh-oh. Way behind, just as I figured we would be. All right, sorry for the silence right now. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, this one's a minute behind, so we're not going to watch that. Again, waiting for so the game's got it, and it's gonna be a few minutes. They'll do like post-game stuff, maybe add some interview, something like that. Okay, finally the feed's here. This one's way behind as well, so we're expecting puck drop at 12:20, which is another 8 minutes. So awesome, glad we got here nice and early for this one to be extended. I'd like to hang out and just talk the games, but I mean, Red Wings finally score one with 32 seconds to go. Yeah, dude, I feel like we're gonna be fighting the feeds all fucking day. I hate when we have to deal with this, man. So 4-1 Rangers over the Red Wings with 13:35 to go in Ottawa. Minnesota up 3-0. See, Ottawa trying to work back into the Minnesota zone, immediately cut off by Middleton at the blue line. Faber all the way up, tossed in, and knocked right back out. Ottawa trying to make moves out high and not going anywhere 2v1. I think that was Kachuk trying to dance and he got stuck, ended up going down. High corner. That's Cousins gets pressed into the boards and then a hard cross check. If it was anybody other than Cousins, I would be calling for heads, but he's one of those guys that he got cross-checked. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it, asshole? No hard feelings about him. Shots are 28-21. Ottawa, 12.5 to go in the third. Puck down the low boards, chased in behind the Senators' goal, but it seems it will be called offside, either offside or an icing. Dude, Minnesota and I'm guessing Cousins are both, they're just chirping at each other. Let's see. Turn up the volume a little bit here. Yeah, both benches are going nuts at each other. I'd like to see the dude. Foligno is going ape shit right now. And like I said, it is to Cousins because Cousins is a piece of shit. I hated him when he played for Vegas. Couldn't wait till he was gone. He's been a piece of shit since. And now, like I said, he gets cross-checked and he's mad about it. It's like, you better get over it, buddy. Minnesota dumps in, chase down, but Ottawa gets there first. And the Senators go back through neutral. Dumped in, a little interference. Who is that? Ottawa just got dumped. It was Tarasenko just kind of lightly leaned and the dude went flying back. Tarasenko immediately looking to the ref for his hands up. They're like going, what? I didn't even do anything. Ref didn't call a penalty. See, 11:35 to go in the third. Shots 28-21. In goes Ottawa. Trying to avoid a hit. Throws the Senators out of timing. Bogosian just lined up at the blue line. Dude, they're all still talking shit. Foligno's yelling. Oh, Cousins is right there on the face-off dot. Dude, Foligno's just screaming at him. It's the Folignos are yelling at him. Oh, man. All right. We still got about 4 minutes till we go live. This shit always sucks, dude. I hate jumping the gun and going live for this shit. Can't do that. It messes up all of my plans. All right, a little bit of contact on the low boards. Erickson X circling around. Cousins, that should have been a slash. I mean, it was weak, and they're up 3-0. But hey, Dakota, hey, man, I'm at work line. You tell me what's going on. I'm working on cars. Fuck yeah, dude. Right on. So you can't watch the game? Hey, no worries, Dakota. I got you. Try and stick as much to play-by-play today. I know I go off on conversations a lot lately, but we'll get you. I'll have you. Damn it. That should have been a lot smoother, buddy. Let's try that again. I got you. We're still about 3-4 minutes away from puck drop, so we're hanging out and watching Minnesota and Ottawa right now, which Minnesota is just curb stomping Ottawa, which is exactly what we expected. And then Minnesota gets called offsides. Let's see if they got the feed working, dude. That's one thing that we've been struggling with, brothers. The feeds have not been reliable so far. All right, looks like we got a good one now, though. 2:45 until puck drop. So what are we expecting? Makar out. Not great. Not why they lost to Vancouver, and I will not accept that excuse, but not great. They do have Landeskog and Lankinen back in. Dallas has a pretty stacked lineup. Pulls through for a dub today. Dakota, I'm going to let you know. There are a couple of Dallas fans that peek their head in from time to time, but most of the group is not the biggest Dallas fan. Fair warning, neither am I, but all good. Just warning you because it's very likely I will be bitching and moaning and shit talking just a little bit. I'm not a Colorado fan, Golden Knights fan. Just one, again, pre-warning just to be fair. And it'll mainly be targeted at them just because of rivalry through the playoffs, you know? I'll keep it respectful. Yeah. Hey, no worries, Dakota. Any questions? If you have questions along the way, feel free to ask. And again, it's all, you know, keep an eye out for Mel. Mel feels the way about Dallas that I and most of the rest of the world feels about Edmonton. So just be prepared for that. But other than that, man, it's all love and fun. But no, this is one of the best games of the year every single time it's played. We always try to carve out Tampa and Florida playing, Colorado and Dallas playing. Tonight we've got at 7 p.m. we'll be back here for the Golden Knights in Edmonton. And that actually matters for standings right now because Anaheim got whooped last night. So now everybody's within a couple of points for first place in our division. So tonight's going to be really, really fun. Yeah, we're only 3 points back. Edmonton and Anaheim are tied. So that's going to be really interesting. But yeah, it's lately been a lot of new to hockey, and I love every second of it, to be honest, man. I love sharing this game. Love helping out with people learning different things. So welcome in. We are 10 seconds to puck drop. Let's go. Don't you start buffering now. We finally found a feed that's working. Let's go. Scott Wedgwood, 27, 6 and 6, 219 allowed average, 916 save percentage with 2 shutouts. Goals allowed and the save percentage, both the best in the NHL. Meanwhile, Casey DeSmith taking the start over Ottinger, 14, 7 and 6, 238 allowed, 909 save percentage with 1 shutout. However, he is 0-3 and 1 in the last 4 games. We have puck drop. Let's go. Colorado up the low boards trying to feed Natchez. Lindell sends it right back in the other way. Dallas now at the red line. Robertson tosses it into the Colorado zone. Johnston racing in right up front. Shot save. Wedgwood. Johnston to the high corner. Works it to Robertson behind the net. But Rantanen cannot collect. Natchez skates it out. Pass up ahead to McKinnon with speed. Leaves it back. Shot. Follow up. Missed by both skaters for Colorado. And we're back the other way as Lindell tosses it into the Colorado zone. Natchez now again with speed. Heading back out. Goes highway into the zone. Quick shot off the left bat of Casey DeSmith. And Dallas will take it back the other way. Harley making the cross ice pass to Bischel. Into the zone. Shot on net. Goes wide. Beck working it into the corner. Bork trying to skate to the low. Dot shot fought off by Wedgwood. Nichushkin tries to head back the other way. He takes a bump by Bork, but Colorado clears. Nelson on the low boards chasing down to the goal line, and it's back the other way. Dallas immediately in down the low wall past Tays. Scooped up by Landeskog, worked up to the top, picked off by Duchesne, crashing in off the bench to the low boards. Bischel sends it down and around past Duchesne. Up to Landeskog, and Colorado's able to get clear. Let's go, for Jesus. What you up to, buddy? Happy Saturday. I'm realizing I don't know Colorado as well as I thought I did. Lankinen had 2 really good opportunities. getting shut down by Casey DeSmith. Right on, brother. Don't forget, man, tonight we're popping cans. Head out shot. Hits a body out at the high circle. Lundqvist able to step in front of that one. Puck back around the low side. And up the high boards. It is Taste all the way out. Blankenberg. With Burns to his side. Makes the pass to Burns. All the way up through the middle. Tipped into the high corner. Dallas gets there first. Harley able to work it up the low boards. And here goes Ernie taking a bump on that wall. But able to get it in. Hits the ref. Gets past Hyrie and cannot get down to Rantanen. And immediately Colorado comes on the attack. Quick shot fought off by Casey DeSmith. Oh, Connor with an opportunity. Hey, this dude is done with the con. Hey, shout out to Code. I appreciate that. Some bourbon. Nice. It's nice, brother. Sounds good. Can't wait for tonight. Natchez feeds it up to McKinnon. Stopped by Lindell at the blue line. Robertson now attacking the other way. Bork shoots. Stopped by Wedgwood into the low corner. Johnston able to recover. Kept in by Lindell across the blue line. Heiskanen looking for a place to go. He whiffs on the pass before backhanded into the corner. Manson gets there first. Bork backhand out front. Backhand opportunity for Robertson. Shut down by Wedgwood. Lindell through neutral, feeds it up the highway, and it is offsides. Face off coming to the high dot on the Colorado side of the ice. It's good. I'm a word mechanic, and the game is in victory plus out. Yeah, it looks like nice, bro. From Prince George Camp. Hey, say, dude, that's the thing. We get a lot of Canadians. It's funny. We get a lot of Canadians, a lot of Americans. We've gotten guys from overseas, and it's funny because I warned you, like, Dallas will get a little heat in the chat a little later. Like, don't worry about that. But everybody agrees, fuck Edmonton. It's just, it's weird to me. Everybody across the country, across multiple countries, agrees on one thing. Fuck the Oilers. It is my favorite thing in the history of hockey. Fuck Edmonton. Taves behind the net, fighting against Beck. Loosens up the puck. Nichushkin sets it out high. A shot by Nelson goes into the skates of Hichuru. I can never remember how to pronounce his name. At the high point, Beck forcing McKinnon backwards. Oh, no, that's not McKinnon. Who is that? Malinsky got forced backwards. He's the one that lost the puck all the way back. Taves works through neutral, tipped in. Harley gets there first, takes a hard hit by Kelly, but Dallas is going to get the puck out the other way. Duchesne makes the pass to Harley. Ernie chasing it up the boards, but it hits Burns. And now right back out the other way goes Kadri. Collected by Dallas. Harley works behind the net. Gets taken out by the referee, but the Stars are able to maintain control and build some space. So I can't talk. We saw the other night we got to start. Dude, it's funny. I wasn't mad at you, but I was so mad at you. It was one of those, dude. I don't give them hope, buddy, because Vegas could actually, if it was possible that Vegas, or hang on, if it wasn't possible for Vegas to lose, it wouldn't have got to me. But I was so ready for Vegas to lose, dude. I was so pissy. That was funny though. All right, 5.5 gone in the first. Shots are 4-3 Dallas. Natchez gets it to McKinnon. He'll airmail it in, slapped down by Harley behind the net up to Bork and across the ice to Heiskanen. Into neutral. It's tipped on the high side. Dallas delayed offsides. Malinsky will collect. Working up out of the zone. He goes to Taves and a quick pass up ahead trying to catch McKinnon breaking. He loses it to Harley. Harley to Heiskanen through the middle. And Beck puts it up into the benches. Face off coming into neutral. Just over 6 minutes gone in the first. Again, shots 4-3 Dallas. No score. I feel sorry outside. Nice. Aw, dude, don't make me blush. Aw. Yeah.
Really? No, is that really? It's no, no.
Dude, it's just so much fun. Like I said, I love just hanging out. I love sitting here and talking. Like, it's cool because the chat has grown so much over the last few games that it's actually turned into more conversation than play by play. And then I have to interrupt my thoughts so I can try and, especially when stuff's exciting. But it's like, I love that shit, man. Like I said, it's been so, like, again, it's, I say I'm used to getting like 50 chats, and it's the same couple of guys: the Jesus, Jonathan, the guy Wink, Sugar Hill, Mark Core, like all these guys, Jules, Mel, love these guys to death. But lately, more people have popped in and started talking, and it's been much more bar conversation with a little bit of the game, and it's been a lot of fun, man. Discord free of fans, so Daddy, I'm waiting for Stingy Wolf to pop in here to say what's up, bro. Yeah, right? He's probably sleeping right now just because of his schedule. So right now, I do not, Dakota. Everything is, like, I do have it, but I don't have it set up in any way to have any actual interaction. Unfortunately, I just can't get myself to go the extra step with the streams and start really taking it seriously. But considering playoffs are coming up and I'm really hoping to grow a little bit there, I really do want to do a Discord so that way I can start finding out what people would enjoy in the off season. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you for a setup for free ball. I mean, hey, we'll talk, dude. One of these days we'll get together and talk, hopefully before playoffs. Hey, I appreciate that, Dakota. See, that's the biggest thing, because YouTube, this is what I really like to do. Once I get away from here, I like to just kick my feet up and not care about stuff, but I love being live. So that's the part I got to fight through, is getting myself to do that extra little step. But geez, we'll definitely talk about it, because like it's not really hard to do. I have a Discord. I mostly hang out with my boys. So it's like, it's more just kicking myself in the ass enough to get going. But, we'll definitely talk about it, as you know, we only have a week or two for playoffs, so I want to have a little more available by then, so keep an eye out for that. I'll definitely let you know. Like I said, I plan on being live almost every day till playoffs, and then we're going to watch every single game. So hopefully by then I'll have something for you. Dallas chips it out of their own zone all the way back for Tays. He sets it. Oh, it goes off the skate of Johnston on the attack at the blue line. Sent back behind Wedgwood. Rantanen slowly moves it to Robertson in the low corner. Back behind the net, and it's picked off by McKinnon. Lankinen makes the pass all the way across, and it's offsides on Colorado. I'm having to run a fuel injection service, so I'm able to sit on my ass for a second and watch and chill, but the fumes are damn, dude. Need to get yourself around. I don't even know if a respirator would work with fumes. Dude, I remember having I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had an 08 F-150 that I swapped out the fuel pump for, and my knowledge was, fuck it, let's figure it out. And it worked. It worked right up until I crashed the truck. But that I know that feeling of sitting there and just smell like trying to dump the tank and the fumes are just right in your face. Just that's that. There's reasons why I never made it as a mechanic for sure. I think being stupid was part of it, but not being able to deal with that shit was definitely one of them, man. You're earning your money today, brother. I mean, sitting on your ass, but sitting on your ass getting high off gas fumes. Going to Texas today, Dallas, super big polar weather. Yeah. Dude, the weather's been weird as shit. Because, see, it's chilly in Vegas. It hasn't been cold, but it got down to like 53 when it was 98 like a week before. Kind of the same thing, just weird weather patterns. Let's look at Bischel's attack. 12 and a quarter to go in the first. He's forced right back the other way. Colorado is so fast. Oh, a blown tire in the middle of the ice. But in goes Dallas as they recover. Ben's pass across to the high circle did not connect. And Dallas gets away with one. Ooh, big hit up high. That was absolutely a hit to the head. How is that not a penalty? Dude, how is nobody going after Hardley? He absolutely just blasted Kadri in the head. And Dallas gets away with one. Yeah, Vegas is always weird. Pass across, shot goes well wide glove side and up the low boards. Now Drury is limping off the ice. I'm assuming he took a shot. I looked away for a quick moment, so I'm gonna guess he took a puck to the knee or the ankle. But we got Colorado headed back the other way. Malinsky into the zone. Dumps it down for himself to chase, and he just took a reverse hit. That was brutal by Petrovic. Up the low boards, out to the middle. Colorado still controlling, high corner circling. Gets it to Malinsky. His shot is a whiff, and now Robertson tries to skate it out. He's able to make the pass to Rantanen, but Tays steps in front of the clearing to Johnston. Colorado in. Tays attacking up front, but good Dallas sticks. Knocks the puck away to the boards. In that low corner, Heiskanen. What's going on with Caulfield? I honestly don't know. Vegas needs to root for tonight. Flames, Predators, Maple Leafs. Dude, that's a wild sentence to come in here and say to me right now. I mean, you're not wrong, but bro, what a wild. You want me to cheer for Predators? Okay. You want me to cheer for the Nashville Predators? I can do that. It's leaving it just at the team name has always been a little rough. But, man, I got to cheer for the Maple Leafs, the Predators, and the Flames. Okay. I'm not going to do that, but I understand what you mean when you say I need to. Maple Leafs aren't hitting hard this season. Is that true? Dude, they've been soft. They have been, dude, Gudas took out their captain with a blatant knee-to-knee hit, and nobody reacted. Not a single person went after Gudas. Like, Toronto's been embarrassing. But Jamie Benn is in the box for a tripping call, which means I can't do it. I can't even pretend to do it. It's not the Knights, man. I got to NV Energy power play is for us, and I want to do a power play announcement, but nah, dude, you don't get that treatment. You're Dallas and Colorado. Just wanted to pin it on the kid. You think he's good? Okay. I thought I didn't know if something had happened or anything. I don't know enough about him to really have full Caulfield, right? Yeah. I haven't really watched Montreal enough to have an opinion. Doesn't mean anything. We don't use that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, being in Vegas, we either have the best power play you've ever seen or it's completely useless. So I get that. Random love for everyone. Timmy knows already went to high school with Jamie Benn. Yeah. San Jose at 5 points below. Root for Nashville. Word. I get it, Don. Like I said, I get it. I just, ooh, I got to root for the team that Marchessault is on. As long as I don't have to cheer for Edmonton, San Jose, or Dallas, bro, we are happy. I can do that. Go on a rut land with them there. Yeah, dude, but Jesus doesn't like Jamie Benn because he actually knows him as a person. I don't like Jamie Benn because he cross-checked Mark Stone from 8 feet. Not 8 feet, he's not that tall, but Timmy went from standing to a cross-check on Mark Stone while he's laying on the ice after returning from having neck surgery. And then last year against Colorado, Landeskog was standing there, and Jamie Benn skated into his stick and act like he got JFK'd. And it was the most fucking disgusting thing I've ever seen when they gave him the penalty, and it pissed me off so much. So much. Gonna be seeing take after me. Oh, bro, dude, you know it, man. You know it. If I ever end up in Canada, I'll admit it's a bit of a long shot, but it could happen. 5 points below. See, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not worried about the Kings. I probably should be, but Dallas always had beef. Yeah, dude, for a long time. I don't even remember when it started, but like I said, if Mel in Denver pops in here, you'll see it immediately that there is no love lost. Nelson works the puck out to the middle. We got a 2-on-1, 2-on-2 now as Natchez catches up. Oh, a bad play by Wedgwood. Beck's able to recover the puck. His help already vacated the zone, but that was dangerous. Natchez, 45 seconds into the power play, just under 9 minutes into the period, gets into the zone. Nelson back to Taze, over to Kadri on the top of the low circle, working his way down the low boards, trying to go behind the net. Nelson, McKinnon back up to the high point. Natchez back in front to Nelson. His tip goes wide. Kadri trying to work it up the low boards. Dallas sends it all the way down to Wedgwood. Natchez collected in front of his own net. 45 seconds on the man advantage. Kicks it back. Now McKinnon with speed up the middle. Makes a move. Leaves it back for Natchez at the center of the point. Over to Kadri on the low boards. Nothing but space for Kadri. He gets it up to Landeskog up front, but Landeskog can't get it through the pads of DeSmith. 25 seconds on the man advantage. Nichushkin through the zone on the high boards, worked all the way around to the low wall. Lankinen across the blue line to Malinsky across the blue line to Burns, and it's worked out through neutral. 5 seconds left on the man advantage. Malinsky into the zone up the middle, off the high boards, looking for a play, sets it back at the point. And Dallas will recover and leave the zone. Power kill or penalty kill is the winner on this one. Another shot from the blue line. Pass down low. Big hit as Bischel just destroyed Nichushkin. Now, the cross-check while Nichushkin was on the ice was bullshit, but that was a great hit by Bischel on the initial contact. You didn't know that? Yeah, well, they're division rivals. So that's what, like our division rivals, our rivals in our division are everybody, dude. They're supposed to be the Kings. San Jose are pieces of shit, so we hate San Jose. And then Edmonton is Edmonton, so everybody hates them. But then over in Metro, it's Colorado, Dallas. Avoiding a big hit as Dallas puts it in behind Wedgwood. He'll take the low boards, but it's kept in. Up high, trying to work it to Johnston as he attacks, but he loses it into the high corner. Colorado recovers, and they will get through neutral to the red line and in as most of the team goes for a change. Battle down behind the net, behind DeSmith, and now Ernie's able to work it through neutral. Going against Malinsky, he forgot the puck when he crossed the blue line. Dude, it is just a battle both ways. Either somebody gets in the zone and actually controls for a minute, or they just have a neutral battle, man. Blue line to blue line. 6 minutes to go in the first. Shots are 6-4. We have not seen something go on net in a while. Oh, never mind. Colorado just got one fought away by DeSmith. Do I need anything? Hang on. Dude, we just hit a buffer. I got a text and all of a sudden the feed started buffering. Let's see if we can get it working. Oh my goodness. We got to deal with this again, fellas. Hang on. I know the text had nothing to do with it, but we got to figure out why this isn't working now. All right, we're back. But we are way behind. So I'm gonna have to do some work in a minute here to see what's going on. Another helmet goes off, this time off one of the stars. Bork goes back to the bench with no lid. He's complaining, but hey, they missed the one earlier, so fair is fair. Puck up the low boards. Jamie Benn into neutral, getting it all the way up, and it's knocked out of play. Let's take a quick look at this, and then I'll see if I can get caught back up on the feed. Okay, that's not the replay we want. There we go. Yeah, see, Blackwell hit, I don't know who it was, but hit him high. They just showed it. And as they rode up, they unbuckled the helmet and took it and took it off. You can't deny that's a high hit when your hands knock the helmet strap loose. And then on the other side, like I said, Bork just had his helmet ripped off. So you know what that means. All right, good start so far. Let's see if it's gonna okay, might be okay with this one. We'll see how far behind we are. But yeah, that's Dakota. Like I said, it's with Edmonton. I've said it a lot the last couple of games. There in hockey in 2026, there are two universal truths. The officials suck. Fuck the Edmonton Oilers. We are getting a very good display that the officials suck. And you're going to get an even better one tonight because the Kansas City Oilers, the Edmonton City Chiefs, the Edmonton Oilers playing Vegas tonight is going to be fucked up, dude. And we're in Edmonton. Like nothing. That's why. Again, Dakota, if you're not doing anything tonight, for you, it'll be 9 p.m. start time, Vegas and Edmonton. But like I said, I used to have a little more regularly a little bourbon on stream. I haven't drank on stream in a while. Tonight, because I feel like it's going to be painful, we're cracking beers. I got some Stone IPAs. Really looking forward to hanging out and enjoying ourselves tonight. But it's going to probably suck, dude. I'm going to be bitching and moaning about the rest the entire time, I promise. Okay. Dude, both feeds now are miles behind the game, so I do apologize. I don't know why the feeds are so far behind. Let me see. Let me try and... I don't even know where to go to look for more on-time feed. Because we're at least 30 seconds behind. Puck up through neutral. Dallas cuts it off at the blue line. Comes right back to Bischel. And he'll move it to Lundqvist. Over to Duchesne and in behind Wedgwood into the high corner. Battle for the puck. Hang on. Let me get to my cheat sheet. Because I can't remember dude's name. All right. Tell you what, when we hit, Vegas wins easily. I love the confidence, brother. But all right, guys. So, hey, just for reference, we're going to be quite a bit behind because, about 30 seconds behind because something just, I don't know, it just happened. While we're at intermission, I'll try to fix that. But if nothing else, just be aware. Face off to the left of Wedgwood. Nelson on the dot against Bork. Bork wins it, but Nichushkin takes the puck away. Immediately turned over to Dallas. So sorry. Hey, no, you don't say sorry for things that are not your fault or things that are understandable that you shouldn't be sorry for. The fact my stream, which is not, it is my fault because I should have a better feed. But it's different. You always apologize for giving an opinion that I disagree with, and that's nothing to apologize for. Harley gets beat by Brock Nelson. Shot from the low dot. Dropped by DeSmith. Lankinen had a wide open net, but a good defensive stick by Johnston kept him from putting it in. Don't ever say sorry for having to do something other than sit here and watch the stream, because life is way more important. I don't care if it means you're going to get some food or going to take a piss. That's more important than what you're doing here. I don't care. And never apologize for having an opinion that someone disagrees with. You know what I mean? It's just, see if you want a little bit of playing Tarkov. Well, I could understand with Tarkov. See, dude, our feed just took a shit again. Why? Guys, I gotta try and do this now because it's completely unwatchable. The same, I don't know why this happens on this site from time to time, but the game just decides, no, you don't get to watch the game anymore. So we're going to try to find a stream that's working, and then we'll try to find a stream that is close to the right time, because this one's a minute behind. I can't. We're going to try and find a game that's at least close to real time. Minute 48. That's a minute behind. Dude, what is happening right now? All right, something just happened at a minute 48 to go in the game. We're way the fuck behind. How are we so far behind, dude? Sorry, guys. I know we're right at the end of the period, but I've got to find something that's closer than 2 minutes behind live feed. And everything I click on just keeps getting worse, bro. So again, I greatly apologize. I got us. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Nobody scored. Here we go. I found one. 20 seconds. We can handle 20 seconds behind. 15 on the clock. Malinsky will just play catch with his partner, and with 6 seconds to go. All right, we found our feed. We should be, hopefully, cross your fingers, hopefully we'll be good to go for the second period. I do apologize for that, and I know, like I said, we already went over it, but yeah, like I said, Veggies, I can absolutely understand being nose glued to the screen. I will say, back in the Black Ops 2 days, I was good. I was good playing on like a big ass TV with the cheapy $10 headphones so that I could just talk to people. And then I switched over to actually having a decent headset, and I got a monitor. Bro, you want to talk? It was much smaller, so I sat much closer, and all of a sudden that score per minute went from 450, 500 to 1100. So like I said, there are, so yeah, I just don't want to do going blind. No, that's good shit. You absolutely just keep it at that. Dude, I miss play. The only way I will ever go back to playing Call of Duty is if they come out and say, okay, we are re-releasing Black Ops 2. We're going to make it exactly the exact same as it was with better graphics. We are not changing a thing. The movement's the same. The guns are the same. Everything, the maps are the same. Everything is the exact same. We're not adding jetpacks. We're not adding, you can't run on the walls. You're not able to wingsuit. We don't have, none of that shit. everything exactly the same with better graphics. If Call of Duty does that, you've got me back. Custom calling cards, yeah. Oh, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if we were. I ran hardcore domination most times. Every now and then we'd switch it up, run core, run whatever, but I loved hardcore domination because, in my opinion, it was both easier and harder to get a nuke. And I just love doing that. Like, I loved cycling orbital VSATs, cycling swarm, shit like that. And so it was really easy to kill people, but also you get tapped by something and you die. And that just made it so much fun for me, man. Like, running hardcore. It got to the point where I have videos on a different YouTube channel, one of my old names. I'll have to find them and we'll sit and watch them one day. Where it's just tomahawk across the map, tomahawks, running hardcore kill confirmed with ballistic knives and tomahawks. I miss the game, dude. I miss rolling that with the homies. I gotta say, that's one of the biggest reasons that I really enjoy watching Burnt Peanut, because actually Stygian Wolf and I were talking about this because I met Stygian Wolf back in those days. So him and I have played thousands of hours. Him, his brother, and his cousin, us three. Like, his brother and his cousin, the Xbox wouldn't turn off. Like, Tom would play, and then Buddy would play, and then Tom would play, and like they played in shifts. And then Stygian Wolf would pop on time to time, and it was, dude, we've got stories after story after story with that shit. Like, him and his cousin, me and him learn across the map tomahawks together. Like, we just went into custom games for hours and hours and hours and figured out where to throw them. And we had a game where we both threw across the map to start it. We each killed a person. When it came to intermission, they were screaming and talking shit and running their mouths, saying we got lucky. So on the start of the second round, we threw it again. I hit the guy that he hit in the first round, and he hit the guy that I got in the first round. So we killed the exact same two people that were talking shit about us being lucky. Dude, so much fun. Yeah, I know we're thinning out real quick. It is intermission, so I'm not, it kind of is what it is. But guys, we're gonna come back with Jesus and Dakota. If you're still in here, buddy, we're gonna come back for a second intermission. Right now, it is 0-0. We have found a feed that I'm hoping will be better. It's 11 minutes to go in intermission, so I'm gonna throw on some tunes and dip out, and we will come back in a few minutes. All right. I will see you guys momentarily. That's not the there we go. Dude, it's actually, I said it's funny. These songs are so fucking Top Gun, bro, and I love it. We are back a little early for the second period. They're still waiting. So let me see if I can. Hang on. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you. See, it's gonna be blurry because it's so old. Where is it? Whoops. Hang on. I'll fix this. Give me a second here. Fuck. It's not how I should have done it. Okay. Let's do that. It's gonna be blurry. But this is like, this was one of my favorites from back in the day. Where is it? Because I get it right there. But watch, you'll see. Run up, throw the tomahawk, and so it glitches. Ooh. Damn it. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pause it in a spot where you could but yeah, right there. You could actually see it. Right in the middle here. And then a dude runs under it to catch B and it pops him. Like, that was always one of my favorite videos. But yeah, there's a whole bunch on here of just bunch of across the map tomahawks, kill chains, like crazy tomahawk and ballistic knife kills. That's all I did at one point back in the day. Like, once new games came out, but I was still playing this, I started dicking around and it was so much fun. Hey, bro, I truly miss the old doing gun game and sticks and stones with a group. And then there were times where we'd have 11 or 12 people, so 6 would join a lobby, and then we would all try to quickly individually join the lobby, and we would play hardcore. And so you got 3 team kills before you got booted. So we would have 11 people in the lobby that were all talking to each other, and then 1 random. And so instead of playing the game, we would just, everybody would load up double concussions, double stuns, and we would just run around targeting the random. And like, that was some of the most fun I've ever had in video games, hands down. Like, winning domination games 200-0. It was such a good time, man. Just straight pub stomping, getting hammered, like not pouring a vodka soda, not paying attention and realizing I didn't pour the soda. So I go to take a sip of a pleasant mixed drink and end up getting slammed with straight vodka. That happened over and over and over again to the point where my friends thought I was stupid. Not wrong. Anyway. We're still waiting. Just another minute or two here to get back to this one. As for the other games, the finished games, Rangers win 4-1 over the Red Wings in New York, and the Wild win 4-1 over the Senators in Ottawa. Coming up during intermission, we do have a 2 o'clock game. We have a couple of 2 o'clock games. Ooh, that just reminded me here. I don't think I can do this without triggering anything. Should have done this a lot earlier. Hang on. And I probably could have just put Avs, but whatever. By 1, Avalanche by 1, Stars by 2, plus Avalanche by 2, plus start pull. All right, it looks like they're starting to come out on the ice as we get ready to go back to Dallas. Again, this is not a first round peak, but definitely a playoff precursor. And so is Las Vegas and Edmonton tonight, 7 p.m. We are prepared. We got some bud and some beers. And we are looking forward to 7 o'clock, no matter how bad it's going to be. See, I thought Wedgwood made the save against Johnston, but apparently Johnston hit the post. Both sides doing very well, though. Casey DeSmith's been struggling. Not necessarily on his end struggling, but he's lost his last 4, 0-3-1. Meanwhile, Wedgwood has been playing pretty top-notch hockey. Here we go. Oh, shit. Okay, this feed is actually trash. What happened, dude? It was actually good. Not that... What happened? All right, we're a little bit closer. We're going to have to take this one. Heiskanen behind the net. Played by Lindell. Kept in by the Avalanche. McKinnon chasing it to the low point, but he gets beat to the puck. And now you have a 2-on-1 with speed catching up. Johnston trying to make the pass back across the ice, but he gets shut down. Bork from way out high shoots and goes off the back glass. Lundqvist into the low corner, backhands it all the way across. Hiroshkin, something like that. Leaves it off for Bork to the middle of the ice, off of Lankinen skate. Not really, Sugar Hill. It's actually been a pretty good one. Both sides get the chance to have had chances to control in the O-zone, but it has been a little bit of a blue line battle. Both sides making good saves. I mean, shots are 8-8. A lot of intentionally blocked shots, not just guys throwing it from the point and hitting bodies. I've been entertained. I'm a little bummed out because my feeds keep setting me back to be fucking a minute behind, so that kind of sucks. Around to the low boards in the Colorado zone. Blackwell took a hit to work it around to the high board. Puck hits a broken stick, but it's worked down by Dallas. Jamie Benn takes a hard cross check into the boards, and there is a penalty. They're going to call it tripping. What in the world? Neither ref saw what happened, but they just called a penalty because they just called a tripping on a cross check. In what way was that a tripping? But he is to the box.
Shame.
So it's a oh, whoops, sorry, wrong side.
Shame.
And now Colorado was stopped on their only opportunity of the game. Let's see how Dallas does on their first try. Two minutes into the second period, Heiskanen across the blue line up to Robertson, down to the high baseline. Duchesne back to Robertson, over to Heiskanen, and no opportunity. His pass down low gets stopped, and Colorado will clear it all the way back behind DeSmith. Heiskanen skating up the low boards, 25 seconds gone on the power play. Johnston makes the pass to Duchesne. Up to the high wall, Robertson loses it. Johnston recovers across the blue line, puts it right into the skates of the wrong colored jersey, and now we're back the other way. Shot. Big stop, Heiskanen. It flutters off his stick to Casey DeSmith, and he's able to freeze it. Connor. I keep forgetting O'Connor. All right. 3.5 gone in the first. Shots are 9-8. Colorado. Again, we are way the fuck behind. I hate everything about that. Puck all the way out by the Avalanche into their own zone and dumped back into Stars territory. Heiskanen comes in with speed. His whole team's behind him. Left back for Rantanen and then up to Duchesne. He leaves it at the blue line for Robertson. Battle on the high board, sent down around Wedgwood. Nelson trying to beat Rantanen to the puck. Rantanen makes a little spin move on him, but the pass up to the blue line goes over Heiskanen's head. Dallas recovers, and from their own blue line, pass up to Johnston. Leaves the puck as he enters the zone. And 35 seconds remain on the man advantage. 3.5 gone in the second period. Harley leaves it back for Robertson on the high wall to the middle of the ice. I can never remember how to say his name. I don't know. Harley at the blue line. It's number 49 for Dallas. Bork at the high corner. We're buffering, dude. Why? Just froze on me. Give me a second. I hate when this happens, guys. Fucking hell. All right, 16:05. Let's see what happened. Robertson shoots, pucks loose up front. Wedgwood covers it up. I was waiting to see people going ape shit. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Bork's whacking away, and Drury does not like that, which I love seeing guys protect their goalie. I really do wonder what it would be like to have that on our side from time to time. Two seconds on the man advantage for Dallas. However, Drury is going to the box. Okay, they are doing they're sending two mutual penalties. All right, we're waiting to see what's going on. Again, unfortunately, feed cut out, but looks like Bork was swatting away at the goalie, so Drury went and attacked him. And in the huddle, Drury and Bork are both going for two. Okay, so that is what happened. And now we're going to go 5-on-4 for 2 seconds. All right, let's get the replay. We saw what happened. Wedgwood covers up the puck, and Bork swatting away at his leg. So, of course, Drury comes over, and Bork throws a punch, which is deserved. So, I mean, that's, yeah. It may be a little surprising that they're the only two going, but that's about it at most, too, because it's everybody bitching about. All right, they just dropped. Let's see how far behind we are. All right, no, we're still going to be quite a bit behind. Oh, well. Face off just outside of the Colorado zone on the high dot. Hang on. Dude, can one of these feeds please work? What the fuck is happening right now? All right, I'll stop bitching about being behind if we can get a feed that just works. Face off the center dot, works down into the Dallas zone. They are back to full strength hockey. Up the wall and in neutral. Colorado grabs possession. A good stick. I can't see it. That was Hyrie cutting off a pass across the red line, but Colorado back in the other way. Nichushkin can't catch Kadri as he was charging the net. Big contact in the low corner. 3-on-3, heading back the other way. Hyrie gets down into the low corner. Dallas is going to maintain possession for just a minute. O'Connor trying to put on the pressure on the wall. And back out goes everybody. Dallas back into neutral. It's tipped and sent all the way to Wedgwood. Who am I missing here? Okay. Dude, Wedgwood can't get it cleared out to the high wall. Couple of backhand opportunities. Wedgwood is able to get in front of him. He didn't even know where the puck was. Big hit down low. Rantanen blasting Landeskog. Puck around to the low boards and out into neutral. Johnston beats out Lakeinen. And then Lindell dumps it back into Colorado zone. Off the low boards. Pass to the middle, misses everybody. Lundqvist chases it down, tries to go up the low boards. McKinnon tries to get it down in the center. Colorado maintains. Oh, Lankinen just ate shit. And now Dallas heads back in the other way. Covered up by Wedgwood. So 14-14 to go in the second. Shots are 10-9 Dallas. No score yet. Okay, so we had a swing and a miss on the first opportunity by, I believe, Wyatt Johnston. Yeah, Robertson made a great play behind the net. And Johnston just whiffed on the puck. The backhand came out of nowhere on Wedgwood. He couldn't see it. But still able to get in front of it. Face off to the left of Wedgwood. Nelson on the dot against Blackwell. And Nelson, never mind. They'll redrop the puck. Is there any way we can clean up this image just a little bit? One by Colorado. Nelson sends it all the way around. Holy shit, I can't see anything, dude. All right, we got a little bit of a break here. Sorry, I swear that this normally doesn't happen. No, for some reason, it happens every now and then. It may be Saturday games where it just so many more people are on it than on a Tuesday night or Wednesday night. But it goes across all feeds, but especially the one like this where it's usually the most reliable, closest to real time. It's just the feed's flopping on me. So we are quite a bit behind and we keep breaking up. So Nelson on the dot in front of the Dallas bench against Duchesne. Won by Colorado. Sent up the low wall all the way down to the Smith. Nelson almost beats the Smith, but the puck is cut off. 2 tries at the net. Stopped. And Bischel's able to clear the Dallas zone all the way back to Tays. Goes high ice, and Colorado is right back in. O'Connor trying to center it. Puck goes straight up in the air and out of play. And you got a little get together. It was Bushel and Colton to start it, and then everybody else got involved. Ben goes in, Burns immediately wraps up Ben. Like, dude, it must be awesome to have a team that not only is willing to go at it with the guys, but protect their fucking goalie. Like I said, it's the worst I've ever seen for anything is nobody attacking Gudis or even confronting them at any point in the game. Maybe it happened later in the game. I don't remember. But just like, word, welcome back, buddy. But like the Gudis hit on Matthews should have been absolute slaughter immediately. Didn't happen. Other than that, it's Vegas just does not protect their goalies. They do not protect their goalies, man. They do not put up a fight when people are whacking at them or leaning on them or nothing. It's the most annoying thing in the world. All right, we're at commercial. Really hoping we get everything working a little bit better tonight. Definitely a potential playoff preview with Vegas heading into Edmonton tonight. We need a big game out of the boys. The thing that I've noticed since Tort's been here, and it has definitely, it's hard to argue because it's been productive, but you can't argue because there's been the other side to back to this shit. Hey, I mean, I'm kind of liking it so far. I may be a little. This is two good teams going at each other and getting stopped. So I'm a little bit. You think Avalanche by 1+? Did I do 1+? Oh shit! I fucked up, didn't I? No, 2+. Okay, you fucked up. Ha ha. No, okay, you had me worried. I was like, did I type Avalanche by 1 or Avalanche by 1+? That would make me so mad. Turn the TV off, put Minecraft on, so I'm just listening. Hey, for sure, buddy. Big shot from the blue line to Smith. Kicks it off with the right pad. 13.5 to go in the second. Natchez takes a shove from Lindell down low, but he gets it around the boards. Up on the high wall, back to Natchez. It's tipped down. Big shot by Malinsky. It's loose up front and then covered by DeSmith. Heiskanen doing a good job fighting off Lankinen to prevent a follow-up on that loose rebound. Huh. It's funny. Young Jamie Benn without the beard. Okay. I feel like current Jamie Benn without the beard just looks like a goober. And I don't know. It doesn't matter, but it's that feeling. Real quick though, we're Avalanche by 1 so far. I'm thinking Avalanche by 2 or more just because of an empty netter. Like either way, if it's any less than like 4 goals, one of the sides will have an empty netter. Thrown at the net by Taves, fought off to the high wall. Robertson not able to get it out. But eventually Dallas does clear to neutral. Wyatt Johnston able to recover enough to bring it across the blue line, but loses it back the other way. Rantanen on the high boards gets taken into the wall, and then a loose pass gets to McKinnon. He leaves it for Malinsky. A shot up front, stopped by DeSmith. McKinnon leaving it at the high dot, but is picked off by Heiskanen. Wyatt Johnston enters the zone on the low boards. Pass back behind the net. Rantanen blew a tire. And Colorado goes back the other way, but they will go for a change as DeSmith leaves it for Lundqvist. Quick pass up the low wall, and it's back into the Colorado zone. Burns trying to work it up the low boards. It eventually does get there, and Landeskog works it out. All the way down. Nichushkin whiffs on the shooting opportunity. Back the other way. Dallas working through neutral, but forced back in to the Dallas zone. Stars break free as Nelson's put up pressure on the high wall, but it's left for Beck to chase. Manson just plays the body and puts Beck into the boards. Nichushkin takes it off the low wall, skates it out. And he is stopped at the blue line. Puck does not clear. Fighting for it. Kelly just battling on that low point. Back from neutral, Colorado works it in again all the way around the back of the net into the low corner. Harley takes it from behind. Sorry, from behind the net. I'm a child. I'm sorry. In the high corner of the Dallas zone, Star struggling to clear it. Harley eventually gets it up, makes the pass up to 49, who gets it all the way back in front of Wedgwood. Avalanche now making the pass into neutral, picked up by Natchez. He'll circle back towards the point, across the blue line, back to the top of the high circle, all the way across, a bouncing puck. Burns takes a tough shot, sends it high, and it is back into neutral. Colorado taking a minute to set a play. And the pass goes up to into the Dallas zone at the high point. Shot from the high point, gloved by DeSmith, and he will freeze it. 10:20 to go in the second. Shots are 12-11 in favor of Colorado. Ooh. Yeah, that is crazy. Brock Nelson, grandfather, great uncle, and now him. 4 generations have won Olympic gold medals. That shit's so wild. Face off to the left of Casey DeSmith. I really got to figure out how to pronounce this dude's name. McKinnon wins it to the high point. Taking time. Somebody just went down for Dallas. McKinnon couldn't take the shot up to Malinsky. His shot goes wide. Little bit of a shove. A cross check, though. He kept his arms tucked. I got to give him that. Heiskanen trying to escape his own blue line, and Colorado picks it up in neutral, only to lose it. Steps into the Dallas zone. Lindell feeding it down the low wall. Rantanen can't recover. He hits Drury as Lankinen skates it in. Trying to work the puck up to the middle. Looked like a little bit of a later hit down low. Nope. It is going to be a high stick on Dallas. 9:41 to go. So played with a high stick on Dallas. Something looked a little late down low. I don't know if we'll see the replay on it. Kind of looking forward to second intermission because we get Tampa and was it Tampa, Boston? Or in Tampa? Yeah, Boston, Tampa in Tampa. Dude, that's going to be a fun game. Like, we may end up hanging out. Because for intermission, I'm hoping it times up right. So for intermission, we'll sit back. We'll jump into that game. And then we'll see how that one's going. Hang out for a bit. Try to bail out long enough to get something to eat. And then pop back in at 7. Again, really looking forward to tonight, man. All right, currently on commercial break. See what's going on in the world. Anything new? I was listening to the EFAP crew talking about the Super Mario movie. I have to listen to that later. Actually, let me make sure that video's what I'm on. Yep, okay. Stars gave Brent Burns a tribute for his 1,000th game. See, right on. Let's go up. All right. Sorry for the absolute nothingness happening, but it's a commercial break. Thought I'd be like, okay, let's see what's happening over here. And it's fucking nothing. Dude, so far behind. I said, hopefully we're able to find feeds tonight that aren't complete dog shit. Face off won by Colorado, but the feed goes all the way back to Wedgwood. Manson trying to get it out. He gets it far enough up to where it is carried out, and right in goes Colorado. Drury's shot hit something and went right out of play. I just can't remember these guys. For some reason, Kulak, like I've watched Colorado 9 times this season. I cannot remember Kulak's name for the life and his number. I see his number and my brain goes blank. Quick shot off of the face-off goes wide of the net. Stars are going to work their way out through neutral. Wyatt Johnston right up the middle, gets it through the skates in front of him and down to the low corner. Stars recover up to the point, but not able to be kept in. Hang on. Yeah, the Bushkin lost it at the line. Stars trying to get right back the other way. Johnston and Robertson chase, and Manson gets there first. Past the stick of Rantanen, and in goes Colorado. Big opportunity on the low dot, but great stick by the Stars, interrupting that pass. And now they are able to force Colorado out to neutral. Burns gives the pass to Landeskog as he skates in, loses it on the low wall. 8:20 to go in the second. Shots are 14-10 Colorado. Dallas gets in, but again, a pass goes off skates. And Landeskog's able to collect it, get to neutral, hit the red line, and dump it in. Battle for it into the corner. Stars not able to clear. Landeskog getting shoved from Bork, but puck to Lundqvist trying to get it to Bischel. Up in the air and out into neutral. Irie able to dump it deep on Wedgwood. Burns recovers in the trapezoid, trying to make a quick pass up the ice. And he goes all the way down to DeSmith. Start drinking claws till around 8:30. Sounds good, buddy. Ooh, a save off the net, and they're going to call it. Malinsky just went sliding into the Colorado cage. Scott Drummond can't quite strike yet, but let's have fun tonight. Oh, yeah, dude. We're going to have a good time tonight, buddy. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, this is just too good of a game not. Wedgwood just went ass to mouth with Jamie Benn, so that's great. But yeah, dude, like I said, this game is much more of it's too good of a game to miss. So we might I was going to watch it, so might as well be here, but the fun happens tonight, man. 7:00, Edmonton, Vegas in Edmonton. Really looking forward to it, brother. 7.5 to go in the second. McKinnon wins the face-off on the high dot in the Colorado zone. Puck up the low boards. Lankinen gets it, gets the pass across the ice. Shot goes up and out of play. Probably be a little bit early for the Boston and Tampa, so it might just take a minute, grab some water or something, but we are definitely hanging out to watch the start of that game. Hopefully, like I said, it's better feeds than this, because this is just terrible. I can barely see numbers right now. Colorado in their own zone, able to work it up and out on the low boards. Lankinen Gets it across. Nope, they're going to call it offsides. Pass went into a skate in front of him and just disrupted everything. Please tell me that Edmonton Vegas is not on cool. It's just on script. So hopefully we won't have the same problems that we're having right now. Typically the ones that are on like ESPN, ABC, they're a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but the ones that are on scripts, we usually get okay. So crossing my fingers. Like, I don't mean to jinx it, but so let's see. We're 7 minutes to go in the second. The Stars have 2 shots this period that have made it all the way to Wedgwood. Colorado controlling in the zone, but they lose it off the low wall as Harley takes it back the other way. Fucking hell, dude. I can't keep watching this. I'm going to go blind. Hopefully the refresh helps. Fifth straight season with 45 or more wins. 4 straight 100-point season. Franchise record is 5. So Dallas has been doing great. We'll see how if they're able to get through the playoffs, man. They try to be a little more bully than they can really handle. I mean, some teams they do, the problem with being a bully is by the time you get to the third round, you're kind of beat to shit. Another stoppage in play with 6 1/4 to go in the second. But dude, everybody's out. Sagan with the knee, Faxa with the lower body, Hintz with the lower body. I heard a couple other names, but he just listed off like 6 people. Like, I get Dallas being hurt. I know Colorado is missing Makar, but Dallas at least has some excuse. No sympathy whatsoever from this side of the ice, but I get it. All right, Lyubushkin dumps it in from neutral. Colorado immediately sends it back the other way. Off. Oh, I guess Nichushkin got a stick on it. Yes, Jules, 100% I agree. Like I said, it in no way affects my feelings for the Stars, but at least their last few games make a little bit of sense. It's big to get Rantanen back, but when you're still missing Hintz and Sagan, like that, those are some pretty big stars for that one. Face off to the left of Wedgwood up to Heiskanen at the low point, skating to the middle. A shot goes high and wide, rebound right back off to the back glass and cleared through neutral. You have Avs winning by 2 or more. That's what I have. I have the Avs. Like, I can't vote, but I have the Avs winning it. Like 3-1 with an empty net. Heiskanen up the low boards. Lankinen cuts it off, but his pass picked off by Harley up to Rantanen on the low side of the blue line to the Colorado zone. Lankinen sets it up high. Colorado's able to clear, forcing Heiskanen to chase it back. They're actually playing better. You got to keep in mind it was Vancouver and Calgary. So, and I know Vancouver beat Colorado, but realistically, Colorado just underestimated them and didn't show up. But so far, and Calgary scored 3 of their 3 goals on on-man rushes because our defense was pinching down so aggressively, which worked in our favor because we got goals shot from the blue line, gloved by Casey DeSmith. But so, they both scored first. They were both not easy games, which if we're playing at 100%, those should be easy games. Our first true test and our first check of Torts strategy is tonight against Edmonton. So tricky thing is the whole talk was we just don't play with enough emotion. But you could see it when we play Edmonton. When we're playing a rival, you see the emotion. So it's like at the same time, it's not really a check because if all we were missing was emotion, you're going to see that when we play Edmonton. Yeah, Edmonton is the real first true test for Torts and is a potential playoff preview. So this is a big one. If our D-men are as aggressive as they were against Calgary without making sure somebody is cycling behind them, we're going to be in trouble because Calgary punished us with odd man rushes when our defense pinched. Edmonton lives off that. They're going to play like a 4 tight between the circles and have McDavid skating the blue line like he does. And that way they got him on a break 5-6 times. So we'll see if it's Hilly or Hart. That's actually, I can probably find that out right now. Game was on national TV. That's why I can watch Vegas. There's a few websites. You definitely want to use something with an ad blocker or else you're going to see some shit. But I've been using an ad blocker so long, I forgot about that. And I sent some guy to watch something, and he's like, yeah, it's nothing but porn pop-ups. It's like, ooh, yeah. Firefox works with an ad blocker, works well. They got to contain McDavid. Yeah, and that's the problem because McDavid will just float on the top of the circles while he's on defense. And as soon as one of our guys pinch, he's going to cycle to that side and clear out. And it's going to break him the opposite way more than once. So whoever's in net, well, I'm going to try and find out real quick who they think's going to be in net. Or we'll see who came off the ice first in practice. Nothing posted yet. So I have no idea who's going to be in net for the Knights, but that's going to make a difference. Colorado into the Dallas zone, hard into the backboards. I cannot see shit. Let me see if I can refresh it and at least get a better view. Into the low corner goes Tays against Heiskanen behind the net. Lindell trying to work it back up the low boards. But Kiviranta got there first across the blue line. Blackenberg sets it for Burns. Loose puck. Burns not able to scoop it away as the Smith was down and out. And now Dallas gets it to the red line. Burns to the high wall. And now we've got Ben and McKinnon. McKinnon just went up to Ben and did this to him. He went up to him and just they're sitting there chirping at each other. Everybody's expecting a fight, but of course it's Ben and McKinnon. They're not fighting. And he just gives him a little tap on the cheek. That was definitely a missed trip. And then Ben still has his stick between McKinnon's legs. So Ben pushes McKinnon twice and Ben just walks up and it looks like he's trying to unsnap his chin strap, but he just kind of pats him on the cheek. That was funny as shit. But that was a missed call all day. Yeah, Jules, that's exactly how I feel 100%. Quick shot from Harley gets swallowed up by Wedgwood. That was a good pass from Ben to Harley. Wedgwood saw it the entire way. 2:47 to go in my time, about 2:35 to go in real time. We're now about 27. Give it about 35 seconds behind, guys. Sorry about that, but God bless it. We're closer to 45 seconds, aren't we? For the love of everything. Holy goodness. All right, so actually we are about 34 seconds behind, so forgive me. In the high corner, Rantanen battling. Again, is it? Shit. I'm forgetting all of Colorado's lineup right now, unfortunately. Puck to the high point. Dallas keeps it in to the high corner. High dot. Robertson has his pocket picked by Kadri, but Dallas keeps it in. Back behind the net. Lankinen finds the puck, gets it up and out. And I guess it got something in the bench, so it is. I don't know where the faceoff's coming. I think it's high dot in front of the Dallas bench. Oof. Damn it. All right, 2:10 to go in the second. Shots are 15-12 Colorado. Face off at neutral, won by Dallas, dumped in by Lyubushkin on the low wall, all the way around. Malinsky just got a skate, went down, but he got the puck to Tays, who clears it to neutral. Lyubushkin works it right back up, but Beckett's a little slow at the line as Borg goes about 38 feet offsides. Faceoff should be coming back to the high dot in neutral, just outside of the Dallas zone. 1:53 to go in the second period. Again, we are hanging out for neutral this time as Boston and Tampa will be getting started. I do agree with the Jesus. Though I have enjoyed this game because it's been really good hockey, except for the occasional bullshit, which is surprising considering it's Dallas. It has been a little bit of a slow game. We just hit a buffer. Connect to the server. Try it again. Oh my goodness, dude. I really hope the Boston Tampa game decides to work because this is just being a real pain in my ass. I really don't want to have to watch a feed that's a minute and a half behind, dude. Fortunately, it's not looking like there's a whole lot of choice. Yeah, they're at a minute 15 left in real time. The second period is over. No score. Good fucking grief, dude. I can't believe how far behind we are on these feeds right now. Like I said, I've gone through everything trying to get something that's a little closer to live, and I've got nothing. Oh, so as we are at second intermission, we've got about 10 to 15 minutes before Boston and Tampa take the ice for their first period. So we're going to be checking out that one. Man, I really wish there was a better way to do this. Tell you what, let's just open up that game. Yeah, see, you also got the Penguins and the Panthers playing at 2. All right, let's do a stack check real quick, and then we'll take a few minutes while we wait for this game to start. Very disappointed. I'm disappointed in the stream today, y'all, because like I said, I hate being so far behind. I tend to enjoy watching the game with you guys, not being this far back. So hopefully for tonight, we're a little bit closer to what we're actually supposed to look like. I should check out the 550 locals menu. What makes it a local menu? Let's see. Sorry, it's just Chance, the Vegas mascot, posted on Twitter, and I just totally forgot I was doing a stat check, and I ended up posting. That's where we're at right now in the stream, dude. It's just I thought the game was a little like I like this kind of hockey, but it really isn't the most exciting game if we're being honest. And so I get that I have to be just fucking annoying at this point. Summary: shots on goal 15-12 in favor of Colorado. Face-off wins 18 out of 31 for Colorado. No score on a power play for either side. You did have a mutual 2 minutes each. So 4 penalty minutes, no penalty goals. No goals at all. Actually, hits are 13 apiece. Block shots 7 in favor of Dallas, 4 for Colorado. Giveaways are 11 for the Avalanche, 8 for the Stars, and takeaways 5 for the Stars, or sorry, 5 for the Avalanche, 0 for the Stars. Shots by period, 8-7 in the first in favor of Dallas, and in the second period, 8-4 in favor of Colorado. 20 minutes with 4 shots on net, and only one of them was dangerous because one hit the post, and that was it. Oh, see, I should have checked this earlier. Wes McCauley is on the ice in this game, so we should have known it was going to be fucking terrible. And we'll see who are, dude, if we get the, what's his name, Justin K or KEA or whatever his name is, and TJ Luxmore, that's going to be so fucking disappointing. All right, we got, like I said, we got about 10 minutes before Boston and Tampa starts. We got at least that long till we're back in Colorado, Dallas. So 2 intermission. We'll see you guys in a few. All right, y'all. We still have a few minutes here, but might as well come back in and wait for the start of Boston and Tampa. The first feed is live, but it's still waiting for the start. See if we can find a feed. Here we go. Okay. Very curious about this one. Puck drop in 5 minutes. Didn't mean to do that. Give me a sec here. I fucked up. Wild. Everything works fine. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Come back to the right page. Everything does not work fine. Really hoping we'd be coming back to a game, but right. Jesus, fuck. What is going on right now, guys? I don't know why we're having such a hard time. It must be because it's that middle of the day Saturday. That is why everything is just absolutely not working for me right now. So I do apologize. Every couple of minutes the feed freezes. There's nothing I can do to fix it. I gotta close it out and find a different one that's 60 seconds behind, and then come back and hope I can find one that's a little bit closer. It is just everything's a disaster today. As long as it works out tonight, we're all right, though. Tonight's the game that really matters, so. All right, we're still waiting for Pittsburgh and Florida as well. Well. All right, so TV says 6:10. Phone says 3:17. So we're back from intermission. We'll see what happens. What else is going on in the world today? Mark Stone hit 700 points. Burns hit 1,000 games. The feed immediately froze as I brought it up. Dude, why? Why are these always a fucking problem, dude? Just trying to enjoy the game, dude. Don't know why we gotta be all fucking bad connection, dude. Not righteous, bro. Not righteous, dude. Not righteous. Fucking hell. Two minutes till we're back from intermission. Like I said, still trying to find a feed that I can God damn, that is hysterical. They are roasting PK Subban for looking like McLovin, and he legitimately, he's wearing the white button up with a tan, like a brown vest, corduroy vest. And he is dressed exactly like McLovin before the fat one makes him take it off. Okay, see, this says 1.5 minutes. This says 4.5 minutes. There's no, I mean, I know feeds get behind. There's no way we're 3 minutes behind. So we'll have to see if we, like I said, if we get lucky here. So far, just hoping for a better game, man. See if we can bring up Tampa Boston. Did this one start up yet? Try video number 2. All right, so we got Boston and Tampa, and we're waiting for Colorado, Dallas. Yeah, that was actually something I finally did. I finally got the a couple of the playoff towels up on the wall. I keep forgetting to show that off. I do love those towels, man. That though all 4 of the all 4 of those are year 1. Okay, so the Lightning have clinched. I'm not sure which of them lost. I'm guessing it's with the Ottawa loss. All right, icing 10 seconds into the Boston Tampa game. Trying to see how far behind we are on this one. Everything is just running super late. 26, so we're about 30 seconds behind on this one as well. Shot on from Boston, fought off by Vasilevsky, picked up behind the Tampa net, out through neutral, a potential break, but the pass is just out of the reach of Bjorkstrand. Shot comes in. Who's that? Lilleberg puts it up and out of play. Lilleberg back with a cage. I was wondering why I haven't seen him. All right, if that happened last game, he might have just been completely absent from my mind last time we watched Tampa. So they are live in Colorado and, in Dallas. We seem to be right back on the completely unwatchably far behind. So, fuck. Please just let me watch one of these fucking games. All right, looks like we're going to be struggling to watch this fucking Tampa Boston game is perfectly fine. Colorado Dallas game, complete shit. All right, finally, 45 seconds into the third, we get back. Landeskog gets his pocket picked by Beck. Bork takes the puck up into the zone. And, works. Hang on, Dallas able to keep it. Okay, that's what's going on. Like, chip happens, Delta Dental. That's actually funny because I have Delta Dental. Manson trying to work up out of the zone. He does get the puck free. Out of the Dallas zone up to Duchesne, all the way to the high boards, chipped in. Ben chasing it down. Landeskog gets there first, works it behind the net to Burns. Up the low wall to Nelson and out. Nichushkin sneaks across the blue line but loses it backwards. And now DeSmith has to settle it down. Bischel up the low wall out of his own zone, makes the pass to the middle of the ice. Labushkin forced back from the red line, finally makes the pass up ahead. Ernie gets it across to Hyrie, trying to go across to the crease. He's forced behind the net, and he loses the puck. Burns makes the pass up to Kadri, who's able, to Landeskog, who's able to get it clear. Wait. That's sorry, Kiviranta 94 for some reason was not sticking in my brain. It was Kiviranta. A shot on net, but goes wide, or it's like almost on net, fought off wide. Hartley sends it behind the net up to the high boards. Big hit. Kelly just put tripped. Hang on, sorry. Rantanen just tripped. Wait, how is that not a penalty? They're saying good, no call. I tend to disagree. What just happened? Robertson works the puck down low into the corner. Kulak fights him off. Puck comes up the low boards. Harley forced out by Colton to neutral. Pass comes up ahead, offsides. Still offsides. And Harley now takes the puck back behind to Smith. Up ahead to 49 as he takes it into the Colorado zone. Blankenberg able to break the puck free, and now McKinnon with Natchez going into the Dallas zone. Into the low corner, pass to the high corner. Burns pinches down but can't win the stick battle with Bork. Dallas takes it the other way. Pass from Haskin into 49 and deep into the high corner. Lankinen able to get it to the point. Colorado able to get it out, taking their sweet ass time. It's surprised that worked in Colorado's favor. Malinsky to the red line and dumped in back behind to Smith. Landeskog versus Bischel. Landeskog gets it to the corner. Nelson takes a blast by Bischel, but gets the puck back to Landeskog to Nichushkin, blue line. Low point. Malinsky's shot hits a body and a loose puck. Gets settled. Dallas doesn't clear past Nelson, trying to make a quick pass to the front of the net. It gets stopped. Then back the other way. Blackwell takes a shoulder, but he works it up to the low point. The shot by Bischel goes right off of Nelson. Okay, we've got something happening in Tampa. Let's see. The puck's recovered. It's right. Ooh. Did Chernak just get kicked in the face? Is that what happened? Because both of them are going down. Chernak trips. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Is that Benton? Is that the name? He's got, so yeah, Chernak's got a little cut on the cheek. That's kind of a consequence of his own action as he tripped dude trying to go across the top of the blue ice. And dude ended up going straight in the air. And it's not really, it's an accident. It's unfortunate, but dude just kicked Chernak in the face and then nicked him with the blade on the cheek. Brent Burns gets the goal. I like the shout out, Mel. Let's see it. But Jesus, I'll say, because there's been no shots, dude. The shots are 18-12 in favor of Colorado, and they haven't been particularly good. There's probably been 3 good chances from both sides so far. Quick shot there, fought off by DeSmith. Now that one was close. Quick pass the other way. Rantanen from the low dot spins, falls down as he tries to backhand. He's looking for a trip, but he got tied up on his own skates. I don't know what they're looking for there. Shot. Meanwhile, in Tampa, shot by Boston, cleared by Kucherov, and that is an icing on Boston. So Kadri's trying to work it to the boards. It goes off for Ernie skate, bouncing puck. as he knocks it towards the Smith, and the Smith goes up and gets a. Oh, okay. I see where Rantanen's calling for the trip, but it's a good no call. Kulak went a little harder into his skate. Tonight better be different. I hope. Dude, I hope it is the most unwatchable game in the world because Vegas wins 38-0. Anything other than that, I don't want it. You think Lightning over the odds for the cup? It depends how much Tampa gets away with, because game one, Tampa's going to beat the ever-loving shit out of whoever they play against. Big shot from the top of the high circle, stopped by Wedgwood. Sent the length of the ice. Oh, Connor out of nowhere beats Haskin into the puck, but it's knocked away by the Smith. Nelson's going to get called for a hook. That looked like a dive to me. Nelson goes right after Robertson. Rantanen goes right after Nelson. That looked like a flop to me. But I believe we are going to end up with a penalty for a power play for the Stars. 21 goals. Edmonton Oilers at December 11th, 1985. The Edmonton Oilers scored 12. Chicago Blackhawks scored 9. Yeah. That is absolutely a dive. Dude, Nelson barely touched his arm. You could see Robertson take his hand off the stick, drop it onto the stick, and then go diving down. Nelson's actions did not force Robertson to the ice. That's a bad call. That end up in the state of Florida, play their hearts out to stay because of the weather and scenery. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Vegeta's 100%. We need to score 21 ourselves. But yeah, dude, Gun, that's why Vegas games end up like throughout winter end up being 40 to 50% not Vegas fans. It's a lot, Hawaiians love Vegas, Canadians love Vegas. It is what it is. A lot of Hawaiians end up here because they go to UNLV under the WUI system, under the Western undergraduate exchange program. And so you end up with a lot of Hawaiians, and then you end up with a lot of, because of the weather, you end up with a lot of Canadians. And the ice, or the arena gets filled, and it totally kills the vibe down here. But that's exactly what I feel about the players, man. They get someplace warm. Ooh, let me stay there. Be a Panther in 2 years. I hope not. There is nothing but respect for his ability, his talent, his raw talent, dude. He is the best the best hockey player of last generation is Sidney Crosby. The best hockey player of this generation is Connor McDavid. He's starting to get old. These new guys like Celebrini, Bedard, was it Caulfield? I think it was actually one of the young guys. Like a bunch of these young guys coming in, we'll see who's the best player out of them. But I despise Connor McDavid because he's an Oiler, because I think he's an arrogant swat. I think he gets away with murder. In the same way that the Kansas shitty Chiefs get away with everything because of Mahomes and Kelsey. That's Edmonton, and I despise them for it. And I will never have outside respect for his game, zero respect for McDavid type of deal. Just put up pro league teams to bring people in. It's genius, but sucks for the locals. Yeah. Oh, loose puck in front, and we got a hand pass by Dallas. Sorry, as I'm talking, 1:28 left on the power play. Crazy loose puck in front of the crease. Duchesne down low, puts it off of Wedgwood's pad, gets a chance. It looks like it goes under Wedgwood's skate. He gets a second chance after getting stopped by Wedgwood's pad, puts it through the crease. Kelly, I believe, got swatted in the face as everybody was trying to get to the loose puck. Not Kelly, Taze got swatted in the face as he was trying to get to the loose puck. There's happening. No, not yet. It was close though. That shit would be funny, dude. If McDavid stays at Edmonton, he will be the best player to lift every trophy except for the one that actually matters. And that is so funny to me. Fuck, dude. The feed just reset. McDavid doesn't win a cup in 2 years. Yeah, I'll probably have a postal meltdown. Dude. I can't wait for his breakdown. It's going to be fun to watch. I keep having problems with the feed. I don't know why I get compared to Gretzky as a kid. My dad talks about 99 like a legend. Everybody wants to compare him to Gretzky because Gretzky's the GOAT. So everybody wants to compare him to the greatest of all time. That's just how it works. On top of that, they both played for Edmonton. That is how it works. However, they are nowhere near the same class. Wayne Gretzky, if you take all his goals away, he's still a point leader because of the number of assists that he has. Wayne Gretzky made everybody on the ice better, everybody around him better. McDavid is not that. They are two different classes of hockey player, and any comparison like that is silly. Jordan and LeBron, yeah. It may even be worse, but 100%. But yeah, again. All right, let's see what happened. Dude, Wedgwood is staying solid on the pads. I finally have it back with 15 seconds to go on the power play. 12 minutes to go in the game. Tay's able to work it out through neutral. And Kelly gets it into the Dallas zone. We are back to full strength hockey. Turnover. Colorado going in 3-on-2. Caught Natchez. Should have taken the shot. He tried to go back to McKinnon. The pass across the crease misses. A shot from a hard angle comes back to McKinnon. Up to the top. Low point. Manson can't control it. Instead of skating it in, he'll go for the pass. He's just trying to buy time. Shot from the high point. Goes off the back glass. Natchez to McKinnon in the corner. Gets pressured by Harley. Skates out to the high dot and loses it. Bork's able to send it into neutral. And now Malinsky back in his own zone. Plays catch with Blankard. And in goes Colorado. Natchez trying to get back door, but Bischel cuts off the pass. Stars the other way. Backhanded in by Beck. He gets the puck back on the high board. Works it behind the net. And I can't see a number here. Shot from the point. Hits a skate. That was Blackwell. Great move by Malinsky, but he gets stopped by DeSmith. And we have another huddle at the Colorado crease. Dude, Malinsky went in perfectly right there. Let's see the pass from McKinnon up to... Oh, no, he's trying to get it to Nelson, but Bork cut that off, so we were a little earlier. And then Blackwell just gets abused by Malinsky. And Casey DeSmith backs up his team and gets in the way of that one. You think the Knights are in for the screwdriver by the refs tonight? Gun, I have been planning all week and making it known that I will have beers tonight, which I don't normally drink on stream. It's been a while since I've drank on stream. I have beers tonight for the Vegas Edmonton game. I will let you make your assumptions based on that. Plus, I have a pack of 50 mil gummies. So, like, I'm going to pop a 50 mil gummy. I'm going to have a few beers. I'm going to have, the grinder ready and going, a couple stogies rolled so I'm not gone for long. And that's how we're watching the game. So, based on that, I will let you base your opinion on what I think. to the blue line. Big shots. Hits a body between the circles. Back to the blue line. Burns. Back to Blankard. Shots. Again, hits a body way out high. Colorado is having a little bit of a trouble getting the puck through the circles to DeSmith. See what happened. Pittsburgh is up 2-0 on Florida. Take a quick look over at Tampa. No score, 10-13 to go in the first. But yeah, what about you, Gunn? You expecting it? I mean, we're in Edmonton. Like, playing Edmonton is one thing. Being in Edmonton is a whole nother ball game when it comes to the black and whites, dude. Natchez with speed loses it as he goes into the zone, trying to fight through the corner. Up to McKinnon at the point. Malinsky fakes the shot, kind of launches one that ends up back in the low corner. Low point, Malinsky across the blue line, trying to catch Lankinen. He throws it towards the net. It's tipped. Natchez scores. Natchez scores. I forgot I don't have that horn on a keybind. So I was like, wait, what happened? Dude, that was great. Lankinen makes a great pass to beat Bischel. I don't know. Okay, so honestly, it's a great route by Natchez. Bischel is caught in a weird spot because he has Natchez with a little bit of momentum. So he has to guard left side. Well, now the pass from Lankinen comes to the other side. The Smith has to be expected shot, but this was pass all the way. And as Natchez comes around, the Smith Bischel has to make the quick move across. He's late. The Smith has to slide across. He's late. Natchez gets the goal with the assist by Lankinen. I feel it's almost guaranteed some garbage calls are coming VGK's way. Yeah, it's like I am going to expect at least one phantom call. Again, I don't know. I haven't checked the rest for all the games. This has been a poorly officiated game, but Wes McCauley's the head ref, so of course it's a fucking poorly official game. If I see TJ Luxmore, and I think the guy's name is Justin Key or Kia, Kea is how it's spelled. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think his first name's Justin, but I'm not positive. I know the last name is Kea. If I see him and JT Luxmore and we're in Edmonton against the Oilers, bro, that's one of those, like, I'll have the white towel ready. We'll just throw it in and then fucking watch a movie or something. Like, I feel like I'm going to be so mad tonight. But again, that's why I got a couple of Tall Boy Stone IPAs. My favorite IPA. I almost let that fucking that stupid peanut talk me into getting a Voodoo Ranger. Because it actually does sound good and it's high alcohol, typically $2 for $6. But Stone IPA is my favorite IPA, and it was that Liz 2 for $6. It was like, bro, how can I pass up? I'm losing money if I don't buy these. And then I got a couple other beers that I'll have thrown in the fridge so that we can, we're going to have some fun tonight, man. Win or lose, we're going to enjoy ourselves tonight. Really looking forward to it. Like I said, I've been pimping that game out all week because that game matters, especially now. Anaheim and Edmonton are tied, and Vegas is 3 points back. So if we can beat Edmonton, we have a lot of momentum our way. It always gets lucky with their calls. Nice. Sounds good, buddy. I can't wait. Yeah, that's what we weren't saying they get lucky, but Jesus, that was what the whole conversation was. We were saying they get the bullshit calls. It's not that they get lucky, it's that it's rigged in their favor. The Edmonton City Oilers, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can't wait for tonight, man. I'm looking forward to it. All right, I'm going to end the poll. Only 6 votes this time around. I started it late, so that's on me. But most people thinking Avalanche by 1. I was thinking this situation either it ends up 2-1 with or 3-1 with an empty net, or it's going to be 2-0 with an empty net. Shot off of Wedgwood's blocker. Dallas controlling in the Colorado zone. 8:45 to go in the third. From the high point, sent down behind the net. And a good stick. Malinsky just having a great game so far. Up ahead to DeSmith. He fights it off behind the net. Up the low boards, and we're back into neutral. Malinsky at his own blue line sets it back. Some people going for a change as Brandon applies pressure. Shots at 21-14, Colorado. Rick, y'all sound like my pops, but I respect it. Oh, dude, let's watch some games, bro. Like, I don't think every hockey game is rigged. I don't think every professional sport is rigged. I don't think every game in a particular sport is rigged. However, there is a lot of bullshit that happens that is hard to argue. And I absolutely, the NHL wants a Canadian team to win the cup. They have been on their knees for McDavid ever since McDavid's come into the league. He gets away with murder, dude. If he actually got called on the penalties, he'd be in the box for half the game. It's like, so it's that's what I mean. You know what I mean, brother? That's what I mean. It's like, and 100%, the big thing is the NFL wants there's 2 things. The NHL wants Oilers and McDavid to win a cup. They really do. Number 2, the officials in this league are garbage cans. And if it's TJ Luxmore and the other guy I was talking about, then it will be a shitty refereed game, whether it's rigged or not. That is more, like I said, rigged is an aggressive term to say. You know, I'll back off of rigged for sure. However, 100%, bro. TJ Luxmore is a hack upon a hack upon a hack. And we always get stuck with them. And for some reason in Edmonton, the rules change. I will preach that. Rigged works. I mean, hey. I said rigging happens. Absolutely. But tell you what, it's for Jesus. Here's how I'll put it. How the entire world feels about the Kansas City Chiefs. Dude, Wedgwood is just a brick wall right now. Now, the D-men are doing great of preventing quality chances, but Wedgwood is just locking down the pads. That fella's entertainment purposes, not a real sport. That's right. Right. Like I said, it's everything that the entire world feels about the Kansas City Chiefs, the entire world feels about the Edmonton Oilers. Like, they just get away with too much. They get, you know, like when we played them last year in the playoffs, Jack Eichel was at the top of the crease. He gets smacked in the face with a high stick. It was one of the most obvious high sticks in the history of the NHL. No penalty. The attack when McNabb got hurt getting put into the board. Shit like that. Talk off running rat. You at the extract. Good luck, bitch. I planned for that shit. Bring it. Nichushkin gets it in, but Harley shuts it down right away. 6:40 to go in the third. Colorado gets it in neutral. Pass dumped by Lundqvist on the high boards, but Dallas is going to get out the other way. Offsides. I'm surprised they didn't blow that. But anyway, puck through neutral. Harley takes it on the low side, back around the net to the high corner. Ooh, someone just got taken down. A little bit of incidental, possibly a little bit of a leg extension. Why did it just go to commercial? All right, we're back to a commercial.
Am I the only one that just had this happen?
Duchesne across the red line, dumps it in around the back of the net, and we just froze again. Holy shit, dude. I hate so much about right now. I've been playing at 13. Yeah. I don't go over to that side of town often, but they used to be not far from where I work. So that was the stop from time to time. But now, like, since Henderson has expanded, I've got spots that are a mile away now. Like, I got three spots I can hop on the bike and ride to, and both, like, 2 of them are on the way to the gym, right? So I go to specific spots out here. Battle at the high point of the Dallas zone. Stars still not able to clear. Pass goes off a skate. Lindell plays it from behind. Smith up to Heiskanen, but Heiskanen's having a hard time battling Natchez. It is just sticks going left and right. Finally, the Stars make their way out. Back ends up with the puck. That looked offsides. We'll see as the shot goes up over the net. Hyrie lost his balance as he went for the shot. Low corner of the Colorado zone. 4 1/4 to go in the game to the low point. Across the blue line, back up to the high dot. Quick shot, stopped by Wedgwood. Hyrie could not be what has so far been a perfect Wedgwood. Yeah, the thing with Vegas is if you're gonna go to the spots that are close to the strip, expect to spend a lot of money on shit that's not worth the money. And the reason is you can get, like, if you're not charging more closer to the strip, you're losing money. Like, I got these now. I have my card, so I can actually buy these. But I don't know if it'll see the 500. So the dose is, I don't know if that'll actually see if it'll focus. Nope, it's not gonna focus. Anyway, but it's just like I got those for 10. I got 2 of them for $10 a piece. So 50 mil, 500 pack, 500 mil pack gummies for $20, 1,000 milligrams for $20. There are spots next to the strip. There are edibles. You're paying $20 for 100. You know what I mean? So I don't go anywhere near those places. Everything is out in Henderson, and I've got 4 spots that I go to regularly, just depending on who has the better deal. And like I said, I could ride my bike. I could hop on the e-bike as I go to the gym and go to every single one of them. So I just no need to go across town. Sorry, we're at a commercial break. That's the only reason I'm keep rambling about this. But tonight, there's only a handful hanging out with me right now. 7 p.m. Vegas and Edmonton. Looking very forward to it. Got the beers in the fridge chilling. Been in there since yesterday. Gonna be nice and cold. 3:39 to go in real time. We'll see how much time we got here. 5:13 to go in Tampa. Bruins and the Lightning. No score yet. And the Panthers in the first have come back to tie it up against the Pens. 2-2. Okay, I'm hungry. Back in goes Colorado, but shot attempt gets stopped quickly. Dallas headed back the other way. Rantanen leaves it for Johnston. That looked offsides. No call. Nichushkin down the low boards. And he stops the clearing pass up the low wall. Quick pass to the middle of the ice. Ends up on the blue line. How is that not a penalty? out in the middle of the ice, right? Like, I got to see that. Puck bouncing around in the high corner of the Colorado zone. Dallas ends up with it. Duchesne couldn't control the puck. He had a streak to the net, but couldn't find it. Wedgwood loses his stick, but the puck goes nowhere near him. Cleared all the way back through neutral. 3 minutes to go in the period. Harley leaves it back for Lindell, and here goes Dallas. Bork makes it in. Puck down low to Ben. He takes a shove from Burns. McKinnon trying to get it back to Ben, and we just had a skip. Bischel across the blue line. We just had another skip. And it's out of play. 2:41 to go in the game. What is happening, y'all? What is going on? Like I said, hopefully the feed tonight is much better. No promises. All right, Casey to Smith is already getting pulled. 2:41 to go in the third. We are well behind, guys. So if you're ahead, I don't blame you for making it known what happens, but just keep in mind we're about 30 seconds behind. And we just skipped again. Am I not going to be able to watch the end of this game? I just hate everything so much right now. Let's see what happened. Rantanen shoots. He puts it off Drury, right into Drury's skates. Oh, sorry. I've got this for this exact purpose. Face off won by Dallas in the Colorado zone into the high corner. Stars just trying to keep it deep. Duchesne just got mobbed by Manson. Now he's laying on top of the puck. Sticks coming in underneath him. Breaks free to Heiskanen at the high point across the blue line. Duchesne goes down the wall. Ran in behind the net. Gets taken down. Surprised that's not a penalty. Right on, brother. Oh, McKinnon misses the empty net wide. Has a chance to ice it with 100 seconds on the clock, but he misses. Back the other way. Ben into the zone, trying to go across. And Robertson shot goes straight into the air, and you're going to get a power play for Dallas. No, they were going to say, dude, that should have been grabbing the stick by Natchez. That call goes away. They were going to say high stick, then they waved it off. Back in the other way, trying to leave it back for Robertson, top of the low circle. It hits Wedgwood's glove, comes out front. Natchez goes back the other way, and that's going to be an ice. No icing as Colorado wins the foot race. McKinnon out of nowhere. He didn't miss that one, buddy. That is a goal for Colorado. Natchez sent it down. It goes wide. Dallas could not keep up with McKinnon. McKinnon just way too fast, and he gets up and buries the empty net here. 2-0 Colorado, less than 60 seconds on the clock. Hey, look at that happy ending. Back through neutral, all the way down to Wedgwood. And out comes Colorado, dumping it down behind the net. 30 seconds on the clock. Harley, I wonder if that was a failure to sprint down the ice by Dallas, or if it was McKinnon just out skated him. With both are possible. But I will say that should have been a penalty down low on Colorado, because I don't know who grabbed whose stick, but dude straight arm wrapped it like he was a snake trying to kill its prey and held onto it and prevented a play from happening. So there should have been a penalty. But now Nathan McKinnon with 51 goals. He now holds the 4th and 5th place for franchise history, needing a couple of more to sneak up and take it from Rantanen. Face off won by Dallas. 15 seconds on the clock. Dumped into Colorado zone. Off the back last. Malinsky there first. But Kadri's able to make the play up to Nichushkin. It is out into neutral, and that is a 2-0 win for Colorado. Wedgwood shutting out the Stars in what is sure to be a future series between these two teams. Colorado will be going in with the confidence. Again, I said for a long time, when it comes to Dallas, it comes to what they get away with and what they get called on. And this time around, it was fairly even, no calls either. A couple of penalties either way, but the whistles were in the pockets. Couple of opportunities that could have helped out either way, but no whistle. Losing and getting shut out, perfect Saturday. I'm saying, dude. Now, as Vegas can beat Edmonton, it's going to be the best day, dude. Best day, dude. It's going to be fucking awesome, dude. Totally tubular, bro. Super stoked on it, man. And I'm only half joking when I say all that shit. I'm actually super stoked. Watch a quick face-off for Tampa and Boston. But as much as I want to be here to watch these games, I am so hungry. So, as we sign out, gentlemen, buckle the fuck up and brace for 7 p.m. Pacific time. I am going to bail out and get some food. I'm actually cramping. That's exactly what it is, Jonathan. And I got some hot honey to go on the pizza. I can't wait, dude. Get your grill for me, but hey, you already know, fellas. But yeah, I got some hot honey for the pizza. Got some buffalo sauce for the chicken wings. Dude, we're about to destroy some bomb-ass food. We're going to come back. Have a couple of beers. Gun, we're going to see you then, everybody. Much love. Thanks for hanging me. Thanks for hanging me. Thanks for hanging out with me for this one, fellas. But we know the game that matters. 7 p.m. We got about 4 hours and 8.5 minutes. So looking forward to it. Get some food, get some rest, get your beers on ice, and we will see you gentlemen in a couple of hours. Cheers, fellas.